talking about life. I should be a musician because I'm very good at musicianizing my words. If you want to book me as your singer, just give me a shout out, baby. Hello guys, how you doing? Yeah. Today was so much fun. I had the best day, and I just wanted to share what kind of happened and how the universe just delivered very nicely. Wow, what a day. So let's run it down for you guys how it happened. This morning my friend Kath came over. She was kind of like, let's go to Kondalilla Falls, and I was like, okay, which is kind of like a water swimming hole. So she thought she knew where she was going, which clearly she wasn't. I don't know if you know what like an off-grid community is, but I've always just wanted to visit an off-grid community because I'm just convinced that that's where I'm going to live when I'm older. I never really knew where they were. I thought they were just like this hidden majestical place that like no one really knows, like in Korea somewhere, or Korea, I don't know, just somewhere in the world where no one really knows where they are. So yeah, we were driving along trying to find this cafe. We were driving for really long up these mountains, and I was like, Kath, have we missed the turn? Because it was just like for like half an hour just kept going. And so she looked at her phone and she was like, oh my god, I think we have. So I was like, ah, damn it, Kath. So we pulled over, and just as we were waiting for a street to turn over, and we found the street, and just as we stopped we looked up and there was a sign that said Crystal Waters, and we were like, what? And as we were driving, I shit you not, as we were driving up there we were talking about these off-grid communities and how cool they are, and she was literally googling like what off-grid communities there are in Australia, and literally one of them said Crystal Waters, and I was like, that's too weird, there's no way in hell that that just happened, but it did. And so we were like, we have to go, like we just have to go now. So we turned into this road, we have no idea where we are, so we're driving up down this road and we're like looking for this Crystal Waters off-grid community. We just kept driving and driving, and I was like, oh my god, where are we going? We saw this like sign that was like Crystal Waters, so we turned into it, but it was just like this playground and this like cafe and everything, and it was like there was no one there, and it was so weird that there was no one there. But anyway, so we were like, can we like go in? We were just like, can we go? I don't know. So we went in, and then we were walking up these stairs, and there's just these kangaroos just like chilling. I was literally like a meter from it, and it was just lying on the floor, like these wild kangaroos just did nothing, just kind of looked at me like, oh yeah, and we were just like, this is so cool. And then we heard these noises out the back, and so we went there, and there was a man who was like building something, and so we're like, oh, we'll go see what's going on there. So we went over and we introduced ourselves, and this guy was like, oh, come on in, I'll show you around, and like took us in his house, and his house was so cool. Like there was just stuff everywhere, and like he was telling us how he builds like these musical machines. His name was Steve, and he was like, he made this big like car that they take to the Woodford Festival, and these kids like play music on it, and it's like the coolest thing. Like you'll see it, like the red car thing, and there's like instruments all around it. He was telling us how he was building like a music studio out of like shipping containers. It was just like amazing to see how someone we've never met can just really like welcome you into his house like that, just because you happen to be in the community that we just happened to stumble across because we got lost. And he was saying how there's a bakery there, and they have like markets on every Saturday. The bakery guy, it was really cool actually, he was saying like the bakery guy just gives him free food, and he just kind of gives him like services, like if he needs anything fixed, he'll fix it. And really just reminded me of, I guess, why I've always wanted to go to a community like this. I think having that experience of him not judging us at all, and him just accepting us into his house and being so open and so honest and himself, really made me realize that I guess where we live right now, it's very much judgmental. I know that I can be quite judgmental of others, and you know, I feel judged by others a lot, and I feel like sometimes I need to hide who I am, because if I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, someone will be like, oh my god, did you hear what she said? And like, you know, make fun of you, I guess. And I think once we stop, I mean, we can't stop judging because we're people, but once we just allow ourselves to be ourselves, and allow people into our lives and just be natural about it, I think that's when we really start to enjoy life more, because we actually are able to, you know, feel that freedom to do whatever you came here to do and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think that's just a little bit of my experience with what happened and how it was just the weirdest thing that we just happened to pull off. So anyway guys, here is a little video for you guys to show you about my day in Kondalilla Falls. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Sully out.